All right, everybody. So I'm excited about this one because I hold this story very dear to my heart because it's a crazy story. Ooh, boy, I can't wait to tell y'all.
A once in a lifetime story.
I'm Brandon, that's
Jessica.
and this is Miller Soul, where we're, we like to have fun. I don't know. We have on my Dwayne Wade. This is my Dwayne Wade jersey. Shout out to Dwayne Wade. You're a real one, man. You the man. Shaq Diesel was on the team at the time. 2006 when they won the championship, baby.
Fans before they won the championship.
Yeah, fans of Dwayne Wade. I don't really follow teams because I'm from Atlanta and Atlanta's hurt my heart. After 96, they hurt my heart, so I don't really mess with them. So I don't follow teams as much. I follow players. Dwayne Wade is one of my favorite players of all time. So So in 2007, after the championship, of course I was hyped.
And we were dating for a few years at the time.
Yeah. And two of my best friends, James and Hamilton, we planned on going to, it's called the AMW basketball camp in Paris, France. And I was like, yeah, I didn't go the year prior, so I decided to actually go this year. And I was gonna put in 1 week and try to get picked up by some scouts and stuff. So we went down to the camp, and it was a great experience going to Paris, going to France. But and I went on a buddy pass. Yeah, so I went to the camp. Camp was fun. Met a lot of funny people. The Brits were the funniest people in the world to me.
Just because of their accent, you think? You think that made it more?
No. Just the dry humor. I love British humor. You know that, man. I watched Mr. Bean growing up.
And so did I.
Simon Pegg and them.
I know.
I love them, man. It's just too funny to me. So I just followed them everywhere. But so I was doing my thing at camp. I was doing a good job.
Until.
Oh, you talking about cramps and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the thing in France, well, at least at this part of France at this time, when I went there, when I entered into the facilities, we went to the Paris University. It was Paris University that we stayed at in the dorm rooms. And they gave us a magazine and a liter of soda, like a Coke product.
What kind of...
Yeah. And I hear that like the sugars are good for like energy and stuff, but I needed some electrolytes. Bang.
Yeah.
I was used to Gatorade.
When you think of athletes, you don't think of soda as a hydrating hydrating drink.
I'm used to electrolytes, and I'm used to I needed electrolytes, and I needed Powerade and Gatorades, particularly Gatorade, stuff like that.
Especially because you sweat like crazy.
Yes, I sweat like a monster. So at the Paris University cafeteria, they would give you like shot glasses of water that you had to fill up. So I probably filled up 20 of them.
Those tiny little cups.
Yeah, just to feel okay.
They give little like preschoolers.
Yeah, it was crazy.
In class.
It was crazy. It was crazy in Paris. I was like, what is going on? Man.
Well, they do talk about over in Europe how portions are a lot smaller.
That was the year that the Olympics was going down.
Yeah.
So, or people were training for it, getting ready. So none of the coaches that are usually there were there that year. There was a lot of the assistant coaches and people that didn't matter.
Yeah, and did you say the purpose of you going is to get scouted?
Was to get scouted, was to get picked up. And I did a good job at the camp. I feel like I was up there with the best players, I think. So here's a funny story while I'm there. We had just done circuits, and then we went outside to the Olympic track and ran. It was like hour and a half of doing basketball drills and running, and then going outside to the Olympic track and running and doing stuff. And I'm perspiring like crazy, so I need to refill my electrolytes, and I haven't, and I don't. I went to a gas station and didn't see Gatorade Powerade. It's like Gatorade and Powerade was like it did not exist. So
you just needed salt water.
Yeah, I needed something. I shouldn't do that shit with licking salt. But so I catch a cramp in my calf, and I'm like, dang, and it wouldn't go away. It was nagging me all day. So I got wrapped up, and the thing that sucks is that they didn't put like gauze around my leg first. They just wrapped it with my hairy leg, and I knew taking it off was gonna suck. But whatever, wrap me up. So they wrapped me up, and I continued my circuits. Went outside to the track, and we were doing this drill where you do a plank for 1 minute, and then you do jump rope for 1 minute. Plank, speed rope for 1 minute.
Wow.
And we had to do that 10 times. So it was 10 minutes of planks, 10 minutes of jump rope. Now this was crazy. That's after we already did an hour and a half of basketball drill circuits, and we already ran like probably 2 miles of sprints and stuff outside. So it was a great workout. I can't believe I was able to do that stuff back then. I was tired,
I know.
bleed out of my eyes.
You were in such good shape.
Crazy good shape.
You would play 5 hours of basketball
every day. But so in the middle of doing these jump ropes, because I did not have Gatorade or Powerade, or anything with salt. Because the food wasn't salted either, it wasn't good. Okay, so I was in the middle of doing jump rope, and I caught a cramp in my left quadricep, and it was a huge cramp. And I was like, oh, and then I was like, okay, you just try to push through because you're surrounded by peers that can play basketball and whoever else you want to impress. And then I catch a cramp in my right quadricep at the same time, and I felt like a tree trunk. Like, as soon as my legs straightened out, I was like, oh. And I was like, oh.
Did you feel back or forward?
I fell back slow. It was like, I felt like Shaq when he gets fouled. I fell back. I was standing up straight, and I just fell back like a tree trunk. And I was like, oh. And then the trainers came over to me, and they were like, I've never seen cramps like this. Because they can literally see fibers of my quad like just cramping up and just getting huge and bulky. And I was like, man, massage it out. So they deep tissue massaged the mess out of my leg, and it hurt like crap. But I was literally laying there for an hour and a half of them massaging my cramp. Outside. Like everybody else doing this stuff, and I'm like, trust me, I'm feeling the pain in y'all. But
did they give you anything, by the way? Did they give you any, like, because in my head I would think, okay, yeah, let's give you some sodium or electrolytes or something.
What they gave me was a deep tissue massage, and I can feel their fingers on my bone. But it was deep. I'll tell you what, it was a deep tissue massage for sure. So they did that, and they went up there and they wrapped me. And so that was basically my camp right there, because I was jacked up. My muscles were not having it. So, but I only signed up for a week. My friends, on the other hand, they signed up for 2. Okay? Well, one of them signed up for 2. The other one signed up for 1 like me. And we were supposed to go back together, me and my boy James. Hamilton was supposed to stay for 2 weeks. Hamilton decided, you know what? I'm going to cut camp short. I'm going to go back for a week. And we went to the airport.
And it was already paid for, wasn't it, the second week?
Yes. And we went to the airport, right? And I'm on a buddy pass. And they have no more seats for me. And the thing that sucks is that they don't have a flight for that day. So I was like, I gotta stay in the airport all day. And now let me tell you this, in Paris's airport it's not Hartsfield, Atlanta. Hartsfield is crazy. But I'm saying, like, it has the craziest subway system in the world. Like, it looks like a ball of yarn or rubber bands. When you look at it, it's just colors. And I'm like, wow. And I don't speak French, so it is what it is. We're gonna talk about that later. All right, so I'm stuck in the airport, and the next morning I sleep on like this silver bench upstairs, and then I wake up, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go to my flight, and I realize my passport is gone. Somebody stole it off me while I was asleep, and I was like, at least that's what I'm saying, or it fell out of my pocket. And then somebody stole it, but somebody stole it. And I'm going around the airport asking people, what's going on? I don't speak English, blah, blah, blah. And they have like tons of different military people there with guns and, like big guns. And I'm like, okay, this is different, but whatever. I'm kind of, when I'm freaking out, I'm calm. Jessica tell you that. Like, I'm just a calm person and things are going on. So I couldn't find my passport, so I had to go downstairs again. I had to basically start all over. So I missed that day of flight. So that's 1 day and a half down. And I'm sitting on this little metal chair, and I'm trying to sleep. And the next morning or middle of the night, I wake up and I see Rasheed Wallace of the Detroit Pistons, all 6'11" of them with the gray spot on his head, walk right past me. And usually I would be like, man, I'll try to get an autograph maybe, or at least be excited. I was like, man, you just another dude. I'm tired, man. You tall. That's how I felt. I didn't care at all. I didn't care at all, just because I was tired and I didn't want to be in the airport. And then I went to security, and security, I was telling them on my passport, and they were asking me, like, my sanity, like, am I okay? Am I crazy? I'm
really?
Like, man, I told you that.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting in that little room, and they were just questioning me, interrogating me. I'm like, look, man, I'm fine. I'm just tired, and I want my passport. Okay, so my mom's freaking out, and I don't know how it is on the other side. Like, Oh yeah, you tell yourself.
Yeah, it was the middle of the night, and I get a phone call. It's your mom saying Brandon's stuck in Paris and he lost his passport. And I'm like, what? and the other thing too is we couldn't get in touch with you. So didn't you have to go to the bathroom to do something to charge? No.
Yes.
Right? To
I had
charge
to go
your
to
phone?
the bathroom, and they have different sockets over in Paris. But I had to go to the bathroom and charge my phone, and I didn't want anybody to steal my phone, so I would charge it in the bathroom and then walk in and out and just trying to make sure that nobody stole it, just to charge it so I can talk. Yeah.
And
my mom transferred money to me.
Because you had nothing?
Somehow. She was able to do it somehow.
And you ate like nothing?
Yeah, I didn't have that much money. It's like a limited amount that she could do, or I don't forget what it was. I think it was what I had left over because she couldn't get it to me in time. And I just ate flan the whole time because I love flan, but you don't want to make a meal out of it.
I hate flan, yeah.
I know you hate it. But that's all I ate. I probably ate flan 5 times as a meal. So I would drink water out of the water fountain and I would eat flan, and my lips was so like dried out and just weird, burning.
So you're hungry, you're tired.
Yeah.
You can't speak the language that everyone's speaking around you.
I just burned all the calories out of my body in the camp.
Good thing you didn't have any cramps.
I was definitely hungry. Yeah, I couldn't get no cramps. Yeah, you're right.
And no one's really helping you, right? No one's helping you.
Nobody's helping me.
You said that you were trying to look for your passport, but they wouldn't let you go there because you didn't have a passport, right?
I understand that. Internationally, you can't. And as you can see later in the story.
So I remember asking your mom like, what's going on? And she said, well, he's going to have to go to the U.S. Embassy to get like a temporary passport, but they're not open till the next day, right?
You're right. The U.S. Embassy. Okay, I'm fresh off of watching, one of my favorite movies, Rush Hour 1 and 2. Okay, I'm fresh off of watching those. I'm like, man, this is the U.S. Embassy. I'm thinking it's like some, for America, just these. You go in there, you got to look right. You got to, it's the United States over in France, basically. That's how I felt. And I was like, it's gonna be good. I just need to get there. They help me out. They can get me back home. I just gotta get there. And so my mom and her best friend, my godmother, the one I got the buddy pass from, they were talking with the U.S. Embassy in France and stuff to figure out where I can go get an emergency passport so I can get on the flight and get out. And so I had been in the airport for two days at that point. And so they scheduled an appointment for me to go to the U.S. Embassy, but it's an hour away and I have to get on the subway. And like I said, the subway system is like a ball of yarn. I don't speak French. I have 3 bags of luggage with me. I have a duffel bag.
For 1 week.
1 week of basketball. So
I know, but
I have a duffel,
that's a lot.
It makes sense for basketball. I sweat a lot. I gotta have my change clothes. So I had a duffel bag of basketball clothes. I had a suitcase full of whatever, and I had my book bag. So I'm sitting in the airport again, and I decide, this is fresh off eating some flan. I was like, okay, I'm good. I need to go to the bathroom, go to pee, without whatever water I had in my body. So I went upstairs to the bathroom. I left my bags downstairs because I didn't want to take them to the bathroom. And as soon as I went to the bathroom and I peed, I heard somebody come over the intercom and say, whoever has blah, 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 like these bags, I think it's orange, I had an orange bag or something. These bags, you need to come down and get it. Or you can't leave the bags by themselves. That can be considered a security issue. Whatever. I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. So I went downstairs and set by my bags, and you can't leave your bags in there.
I don't think I knew this part.
Yeah. So I slept again another night at the airport, and the next morning I had to be at the embassy at 9 o'clock. And I'm sitting there with my khakis on, long pants on, khaki pants, and a nice shirt. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to the embassy. And you know what? I'm gonna get my passport. I'm gonna get on the flight. I'm getting out of here. So I wake up in the morning and I have to pee so bad. And I'm like, okay, I'll pee when I get to the embassy. I can hold it now. And I find my way to I get to the subway station, and I'm looking at this big pillar. It's huge. It's like 10 by 10 circular pillar. And it says toilet, whatever, in French. And I'm like, I'm looking, okay, toilet's right here in this pillar. That's what I'm thinking. Toilet's in this pillar somewhere. Because it might have said some other words, but I didn't understand it. So I'm walking around this pillar. I probably walked around that thing like 5 times, like,
why didn't you ask anyone?
Because people in France remind me of people in New York. They just had like a little tube about them, and I didn't want to choke nobody. I was already mad. I was hungry.
I'd have been like,
yeah.
Toilet? Bathroom?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it was telling me toilet. I knew that word. And I was like, toilet. And I was walking around. I went in circles. I was like, where's the toilet? Where's the toilet? I need to get to the embassy. Where's the toilet? And I'm thinking it's gonna be like some portal in this little brick circular thing
like
that I can
in the
just
movie?
walk through, like in Harry Potter or something like that.
Yeah.
It's stupid, man. So I got on the train, and I just sat there holding my pee, and I was like, okay, as soon as I get to the district where the DMV is, I'm going to
The DMV.
pee. Not DMV. Sorry, that's for later.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get to the embassy, I'm going to pee or whatever. And so I get on the bus. I'm riding for an hour. I pull up we go into the business district of Paris, and it's beautiful. But I had to pee so bad, and I was like, okay, it's not your normal like area where you like, okay, that's a shop, that's a restaurant, let me go pee. Everything looked historical. So I was like, I'm not supposed to be there. I don't think I'm supposed to go in that. I don't think I'm supposed to go in that. So
nothing looked like you couldn't find a public restroom.
There was a building that had grass in front of it and then like some pond.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pee over there, whatever, right?
Oh, like
the reason I did not was because there was a person basically running laps around that building just to get a workout in. And I was like, they're not there. It's a small building, so it's not gonna be long before they get to me, see me peeing over in the bushes. So I was like, dang it. So I walked back around it. I walked around the building like twice trying to figure out that person's pace. And then I came out and I'm standing in the middle of the business district, and I just feel like I'm gonna throw the white flag. I don't know where restroom is. And my bladder literally said, boy, stop, and just quit. I never felt that before in my life. I always thought when you peed on yourself, it's because you couldn't handle it no more and you just let it go. My bladder was like, let's say my bladder was like this the whole time. My bladder said, it's just released. And I was just sat there and I was like, okay, the best thing I can do, you got to be glass half full, man. Like, make the best out of anything. But the best I can was spread my legs a little bit and try to like not let, because my pants were kind of baggy, but not baggy. They weren't slim
wearing
fit.
Pants?
Yeah, they wasn't slim fit or anything like that. It was straight leg. And my goal was to let the pee go down my leg so it wouldn't touch my pants, right? I mean, of course it touched my pants and it got my socks drenched. It was a lot of pee.
You should have taken your shoes and socks off.
We'll talk about that. I should have done it, you're right. So it was a lot of pee, way more pee than I thought. So I found a restaurant that had a restroom besides it with pantry. So I couldn't possibly open the door get to the toilet and close it at the same time. It's like I had to open the door, slide to the other side, slide to the back of the toilet, close the door, slide to the front of the toilet.
Oh God!
To do it, to clean up or whatever. So I took off my clothes and stuff like that. Took off everything except my socks and my shoes, because they were my good shoes. Because I'm going to DMV, not DMV. I'm going to the embassy, which is supposed to be like spectacular.
You want to look proper.
Yeah, I want to look proper, man. I'm over. I'm not.
You don't know who you're meeting.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get up out of here, right? So, all right. So after I clean myself off, kinda, and I still kind of smell like pee, and then I walk up to the embassy. I see that it's nice, kinda, but it's just like a DMV. It's like tons of people in line. There was a couple of homeless people sitting in front of like this pergola looking thing in front of it, and like a security check right before you go in. And I was like, oh my God, they checking people's bags. And when I saw that, I was like, no way am I letting them check my bag, because I got pee clothes on, right? So I'm panicking. I was like, I didn't get here at 9. I got an appointment at 9. And
oh yeah, how close were you to your appointment? Do you remember?
It didn't even matter, because when I saw it was like the DMV, I was like, it's not really an appointment. It's like you get there and you get your ticket and you still have to wait. It wasn't like when I was thinking appointment, I was like, I'm about to meet the ambassador of the United States of America, and I'm gonna be sitting in his office by myself. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking I'm just a ticket number. Like DMV, it was just like DMV. It was crazy. So I spotted a homeless lady on the bench across the street, and she was knocked out. She was sleeping, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let them check my bags. So what I'm going to do is be old slick Brandon and put my bags next to her, so they can just think that it's her bags. And it's not a problem. It's not a threat, because I'm going to be in and out.
So why not just leave the one bag that has the pee clothes and take your other 2 bags?
It's a good question. I might have taken the other 2. I don't remember.
Okay.
I know I took my book bag. I did not take the duffel bag and the
suitcase.
Okay. So I just left those right there. So I left it next to the lady, took my Uber back in, and I got my ticket number, talked to the lady. They said they'd get an emergency passport for me. And then something comes over the intercom, I'm like, whatever, I can't understand it. And then later on, maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes later, a guy walks in with a piece of paper with my address and stuff written on. He's like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Hold on. Did this person ask other people? How did he know?
I just saw a person
you?
walking around, and you know me, I'm observing stuff and just looking around or whatever. And he's walking, and I saw him just walk around to other people, and he walked up to me.
Okay.
Because I was just sitting in the chair, because it's like a DMV. You literally sitting in the chair waiting for your ticket to be called. And he walked up to me, and he was like, "Is this you?" I guess because I looked like I was American, or whatever. And then I was like, "Yeah." And in my head, I'm like, "Why is that information?" I was like, "Why is my information on this random people?" And he said, "You need to come outside." And I went outside, and there was a helicopter. Like, I'm not lying at all. I am not lying. There was a helicopter. I saw SWAT, and I saw a news reporter and police.
Oh God.
And they were talking. They wanted to talk to me because guess what? The DMV is literally 500 yards.
DMV, the U.S. Embassy.
I keep calling DMV because it shocked me that it was DMV.
Yeah.
Shocked me to my core. The U.S. Embassy was 500 yards from the president of France. And I was like, and they said,
his house?
yeah, that homeless woman got up and went by her life and left my bags. And they were just sitting there, and they considered it a bomb threat.
Oh God.
And the SWAT guy was yelling at me, and I was like, "Man, my bad." I didn't know. And honestly, I couldn't even give him too much energy because I would have fainted. I was tired and I was hungry, and I was like, "It can't get no worse than this. Whatever you want me to." That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, I ain't even care. Like, and I was like, "I'm sorry I don't speak English, man. I'm not from France. I mean, I'm sorry I don't speak French. I'm not from France."
Mm-hmm.
My one friend that does speak French left early and took my plane spot, plane seat. So I couldn't go back into DMV because they didn't like me, and because because I was a threat. They couldn't just let me back in. So I had to sit outside for about an hour before they came and brought me the passport. Or whatever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they just brought me the passport. It's from a guy that look like Mario, but like Mario from Super Mario Bros.
Okay, I was like,
and and then they brought me the passport, and I was like, okay, cool.
Thank God they let you go though.
Yeah,
like they could have been like, we're not going to give this to you.
exactly. That's true. And I was like, okay, cool.
Hold on. One question: did they make you open the bag? I mean, they had to have. If they thought it was a,
they probably did. I don't remember it though. But yeah, if they did. They probably no. The reason he had that piece of paper was because he opened the bag already. That bag and stuff was already open.
It wasn't. There
outside.
wasn't a tag on the luggage.
No, I didn't have a tag on there because I didn't have a tag on just because I wasn't the brand name that you made responsible. I was.
So he went through your pee clothes, probably.
Yeah, but I was like, whatever, this is cute. But yeah, my clothes were out.
Did you tell them you peed?
Did you tell them nothing? I didn't tell them nothing. No. Heck no, I ain't gonna.
No, then they would have understood why you left the bags there.
They're like, this dude's crazy. That's crazy. That's a good question.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they gave me the passport, and then I had 2 hours to get to the flight, and I was like, I'm not about to miss that flight. But think about it like this: I had 2 hours. I was 1 hour away from the airport, so I had to get down to the train station and get to or the subway station and get to the airport, and I had to get my way through that whole ordeal without speaking French and not understanding any of the map. I just saw color and I was like, okay, cool. So I got to the airport and I realized I was on the opposite side of the airport. And when I got to the airport, I had like a little less than an hour to get through the airport and to my spot. And I had one of those bags that you carry, that you pull. And I was flying, I was running and walking fast. And my bag, the bar broke.
The
handlebar broke. And it had 2 of these, like it broke off. So 2 of those little things were just sharp.
Because you were going so fast?
It was sharp. I hit it on something. I was just grabbing, I was just dangling it and it broke off and it was about this sharp. And I was like, you know what? I'm not about to walk to the airport pointing these sharp objects at people while walking to the airport. I'm already scared because I feel like I'm gonna be on the news. So I was like, I'm gonna turn that bag around and I'm gonna take a couple scratches for the team. That's my thinking at the moment. So I scratched my leg a couple times, whatever, with it. But I made it to the airport and I got to the terminal, and they were like, they let me on the plane. Plane was full, and they said you can get first class, and I was like, yes.
And you're still on a buddy pass, so yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, yes, I'm first class. This is all about to balance out because first class is super comfortable. It's the longest time I've never been in first class before, and I was in this first class for maybe 10 minutes. Because
you were sipping on something.
A mimosa. They gave me a mimosa, and I was like, "Ooh, it's good." I was one, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah, mimosa." And I had tons of leg room. I was like, "This is great." And then a person came on the plane and was like, "You need to disembark, please. I'm sorry." And I was like, "What?" So I got off the plane. I was like, "I am not about to stay here another day." And
they didn't
I went
tell
down.
You why at all? They just said to get off.
They told me why when I got down to the desk.
Okay.
And it was between me and another guy who had seniority on their buddy pass because both had buddy passes.
Yeah.
So whoever gave them the buddy pass, whoever has seniority wins. And Auntie Rhonda had it. And I was like, yes. So they would put me back in the plane, but I wasn't in first class anymore. I was in coach. And I was in coach smelling like urine.
In the middle seat, aisle seat? What?
I was in the aisle seat, but it was completely packed. And a lady was sitting next to me. She was real nice and we were talking and stuff. And I was like, I smell urine. I smell myself, so I don't know what she smelled, but I don't care. And it's like, it's a 9-hour flight, and I was like, bump it. I don't care.
Why don't you just go change yours?
It's like this point that you get to when you just been dragged through the coals, and you're like, man, I don't really care about nothing. I don't care about somebody pee. I just want to. It was the most comfortable 9-hour flight. I didn't care if we blew up. I didn't think about none of that. None of my, because I don't like flying.
All your
none
fears
of that. Yeah, all that went away. It's like when we went flying with Autumn and Alina and Autumn acting crazy. I was like, I'm not even nervous about crashing. I just want to get off the plane because of them. But yeah, it was. So I get to back to America, and I get to Georgia.
Land in Atlanta. I'm waiting for you.
Jessica's waiting me around midnight. It's late.
It was late, yeah.
9-hour flight, and I walk up to her and I give her a hug, kiss, and we get to the car, and then I give her gifts. Because I got her a t-shirt. I gave her a t-shirt and
a teddy bear and 2 t-shirts.
Yeah, teddy bear and 2 t-shirts. The I Love Paris shirt, right? Teddy bear and something else.
Which you really did at that point. After that experience, you were scarred.
I hated on Paris for a while, but I kind of want to go right now. But just to make up for it. So I gave her her gifts, and this is what was funny. I gave her gifts, and she was like, "Oh, what's this smell?
Yeah, why does it smell like pee?
Why does it smell? Why does it smell like pee?" And I was like, "Oh shoot." I put my pee clothes right on top of her gifts. Her teddy bear and her shirts. And they both smell like urine because I put my pee clothes in there. But yeah, so yeah, that was my Paris story. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm glad you made that.
Me too. It was nuts.
You were there a total of almost 2.5 days?
I was there for 3 days.
You were there for 3 days?
I was there for 3 days.
Okay. I would have been freaking out, crying.
You gotta be calm, man. You gotta be calm and scared. I was scared.
That's how I know when if he's ever not calm, then I know it's really serious.
All right, so that was my Paris story. Oh yeah, when I got home, I forgot to tell you. When I got home to my parents' house, my mom had a poster on the garage, on the door going into the house that said, "Welcome back home, Victor Kovorsky," who is the guy from that Tom Hanks movie Terminal.
It's based on a true story, right?
Story,
yeah.
Lived at the airport.
He lived at the airport for how long?
I don't know. I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
But I was like, ha, funny. Happy to be back to America. Still love flying though. I'll kill some flying. I had a Royale with cheese. Disgusting.
What's a Royale?
It's basically a double. It's like a quarter pounder with like some weird.
Oh gosh.
It's disgusting. That was the Paris story. It was great. I mean, it was awful, but it's a great story. I'll probably never one up that story again in my life. All right, so thanks for listening. That was fun. Shout out to Wayne Wade in the AMW camp. And there we go. I'm Brandon.
I'm Jessica.
Miller Soul out of here. See y'all later. Peace.
Bye.